Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Bold and the Beautiful. Spoilers and updates tease that Leigh Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda might disrupt the confrontation between Will Spencer, Crew Morrow, and Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada. Will Leigh return to find her apartment in disarray after Will shows up? Leigh is not happy about leaving Luna by herself because she knows her granddaughter might sneak out. However, Leigh cannot be there all the time and sometimes has to leave Luna alone. During the week of September 8 to 12, B&B spoilers indicate that Leigh will give Luna another talk about her unrealistic dreams. Since Leigh believes there is no way Will could ever be interested in Luna, she will again encourage Luna to move on from him. Leigh notices that Luna is obsessed with Will and the thought of a future with him, but she will attempt to put an end to that. From there, Leigh might go to meet some of the lawyers she has been discussing. Helping Luna steer clear of prison won't be simple, but Leigh is dedicated to ensuring she avoids jail if possible. This is why Leigh believes it's crucial for Luna to remain out of sight until they can devise the right legal plan. Leigh will remind her of this again and trust that Luna will keep herself out of trouble before leaving the apartment. Naturally, Leigh is unaware of Luna's secretive messages to Will, so she won't anticipate that Will use those messages to find his hidden admirer, with the assistance of Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton. Will eventually burst into Leigh's apartment and disturb Luna by shouting while she is behind the bathroom door. We might witness Will promising to stay there until the mysterious texter shows herself. Luna has been wanting to prove her survival to Will, so she may choose to go along with it and reveal herself soon. Given Luna's delusions about Will and many other matters, she might finally come out of the bathroom and show that she is alive. With that and the revelation that Luna was the one who attacked drunk Will that night, Will could have an angry breakdown. What happens if Leigh returns home to find Will in a big argument with Luna? This might cause Will to lash out at Leigh as well, putting her in a tough spot. Will could discover that Leigh has been secretly protecting Luna and hiding her away all this time. If Leigh interrupts the intense clash between Luna and Will, she will face a chaotic return home and struggle to clarify the situation. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers indicate that significant drama is ahead for Leigh, so stay tuned for updates on her increasing challenges. The Bold and the Beautiful has never been short on surprises, but the coming weeks may deliver one of the most unexpected collisions of storylines yet. With Leigh Finnegan stepping back into Los Angeles at a moment when Luna Nozawa and Will Spencer are headed for a dangerous face-off, the canvas is about to shift dramatically. What starts as a return meant for family healing could spiral into a tense battlefield where hidden motives, simmering rivalries, and explosive revelations change everything. This isn't just another family dinner gone wrong or a quick guest appearance. Leigh's return may hold the key to untangling Luna's turmoil, exposing Will's agenda, and even rebalancing the fractured Forrester and Spencer circles. Here's a creative dive into what could unfold across 2,000 words of layered spoilers, speculation, and drama. When Leigh Finnegan left Los Angeles, she carried the weight of fractured family ties and medical nightmares that left her drained. Her son, Finn, had faced danger at Sheila Carter's hands, and Leigh's moral compass had been tested again and again. Some fans wondered if we'd ever see her return with the strength she once had. But Leigh's reappearance isn't passive. It's timed, deliberate, and deeply maternal. She comes home not because she misses the city lights or the hospital halls, but because something inside her whispers that her family is in danger again. Finn has been keeping too much to himself, and Leigh senses it. She has also been keeping tabs on her niece Luna, who has grown increasingly caught up in a storm of guilt, romance, and rivalry. Her return scene could be a stunner. Leigh walking into the Cliff House unannounced, only to hear Finn and Steffi in the middle of a heated argument about Luna's place at Forrester Creations and whether Finn should distance himself from the drama. Leigh doesn't wait for an invitation. She declares, "Enough secrets. I'm back, and this time I'm not staying silent." Lee's homecoming instantly changes the energy in the room. Steffi looks rattled, Finn is half relieved, and Luna, when she hears the news, is torn between gratitude and dread. Because while Lee may love her family, she's also brutally honest, and Luna's latest troubles won't be swept under the rug. Meanwhile, Will Spencer has been growing up fast. The once innocent boy of Katie and Bill's union is no longer a sweet child in the background. He's a young man shaped by his father's empire, his mother's protectiveness, and his own simmering need for independence. Unlike Liam or Wyatt, Will doesn't feel overshadowed by his father. He feels entitled to surpass him. That ambition has recently collided with Luna's rise inside Forrester Creations. What started as friendly curiosity about the new designer has morphed into a twisted fascination. Will sees Luna as both a prize and a rival, someone who symbolizes everything he wants: recognition, brilliance, and attention from the powerful families of Los Angeles. But Luna is no damsel waiting to be claimed, and when Will pushes too far, whether emotionally, professionally, or personally, she pushes back. Their brewing conflict is about more than attraction or jealousy. It's about dominance. Luna wants her creative voice respected. Will wants control, and he's willing to manipulate, threaten, and even expose her secrets to get it. Spoilers suggest their next confrontation won't just be words tossed across an office. Will may corner Luna with an ultimatum. Either you stand with me, or you'll regret it. That's not flirtation. It's a declaration of war. The fashion house becomes ground zero for their face-off. Picture Luna late at night in the Forrester design room, sketching in frustration, when Will storms in after a board meeting gone sour. The two exchange verbal blows, Luna accusing him of arrogance and entitlement, Will countering with accusations that she's hiding behind her family name. But the tension turns darker when Will reveals he's been digging into Luna's past. He knows about her moments of weakness, her connections to Poppy's controversial past, and even her entanglements with RJ and Zende. He threatens to leak information that could tarnish her reputation, unless she aligns with him. Luna refuses, but the air is charged with menace. This isn't just about business or gossip, it's about identity and power. Luna realizes that Will, though younger and less experienced, carries the ruthless edge of a Spencer. He's more dangerous than Liam ever was because Will doesn't wrestle with guilt. He embraces the game. Their confrontation grows physical. Not violent, but close enough to blur lines. Luna, cornered against the desk, calls his bluff, and Will's mask slips. The face-off doesn't end with resolution. It ends with promises of escalation. Here's where the spoiler twist electrifies the canvas. Lee, newly returned, happens to witness part of this confrontation. Perhaps she hears Luna's raised voice from the hallway, or she enters just as Will's words turn sharp. For Lee, this is déjà vu, another young woman in her family being manipulated, threatened, or cornered, and Lee won't stand for it. She storms into the room, eyes blazing, and demands answers from Will Spencer. "You think you can threaten my niece? Not while I'm breathing." Will, smug but shaken, tries to downplay the encounter. But Lee knows a predator when she sees one, and she vows to put a stop to it. This creates a shocking dynamic. Lee versus Will, two sharp minds clashing, each unwilling to yield. Will is powerful because of his last name and his father's empire. Lee is powerful because of her conviction, intelligence, and unshakable sense of justice. For Luna, it's both terrifying and relieving. She finally has someone in her corner who won't minimize her fears. But it also raises the stakes, because Will now knows Lee is back, and he'll see her as an obstacle that must be removed from his path. The ripple effects of this confrontation will shake the Spencer, Forrester, and Finnegan families. Bill Spencer is caught off guard when he learns his youngest son has been targeting Luna. For Bill, this is a nightmare. One son constantly tangled with Steffi, and now the other starting wars with Luna. Bill may defend Will publicly, but privately he knows his son is spiraling. Katie Logan is horrified. She thought she had raised Will with values, but she underestimates how much power and ambition can corrupt. This could reignite old wounds between Katie and Bill, with Katie insisting Will needs boundaries, and Bill insisting he's just finding his way. Finn is furious when he hears about the incident. His protective streak for Luna surfaces, and for once, Steffi can't accuse him of being soft. Finn may even confront Will himself, demanding he back off. Steffi is conflicted. She doesn't want Luna's drama invading her world, but Will targeting a Forrester employee puts her company at risk. She may be forced to align with Luna, if only to protect Forrester Creations' reputation. And hovering above it all is Sheila Carter, who always finds a way to use chaos to her advantage. Could Sheila twist this into another wedge between Finn and Steffi, or even manipulate Will by feeding his darker impulses? The possibilities are endless. Lee may start with anger, but she's too intelligent to wage a war blindly. Instead, spoilers suggest she'll begin strategizing. Lee knows Will is dangerous, but she also knows he's still young, vulnerable to exposure, and perhaps even to redemption. She may dig into his recent activities, gathering evidence of manipulation or misconduct. She may even enlist Carter Walton or Ridge Forrester to help protect Luna legally and professionally. Lee's medical background also gives her an edge. She knows how to read people, and she knows when obsession crosses into dangerous territory. But here's the catch. Lee's interference could backfire. Will may grow more reckless, more determined to assert himself, and more willing to cross lines his brothers never dared to. What started as a personal rivalry with Luna could evolve into a full-blown corporate war, Spencer versus Forrester, with Lee caught in the middle. Amid all the chaos, Luna's emotional arc takes center stage. She's no longer the timid newcomer unsure of her place at Forrester. Facing off against Will and being defended by Lee forces her to step into her own strength. Instead of being defined by her relationships with RJ, Zende, or even Poppy, Luna begins to define herself. She refuses to be intimidated, refuses to be shamed, and refuses to let anyone weaponize her past against her. This is a turning point where Luna transforms from ingenue to heroine, an arc soaps love to build over months of turmoil. Her bond with Lee also deepens. Though Lee has often been tough, even judgmental, Luna sees the love beneath it. Together, they become a formidable duo, determined to stand against Will's machinations and whatever fallout they may bring. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Bold and Beautiful Update YouTube channel for more update news.